What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Coinbros, your guide through the greatest industry on this little rock spinning through the universe in the simulation that we're all put here together. So let's make some money together. I'm going to talk about meme coins today and the meme coin cycle that we dealt with over the past 2 to 3 years. Now, I'm going to break down how this works. I'm going to break down to you guys what's happening in the industry right now and why you should be looking out for the next big thing. And I'm not going to sit here and give you guys just like a bullish outlook. I'm going to tell you where we're at right now in the industry with meme coins. And it's actually kind of gone to shit, the way that things are being done, okay? So, traditionally, meme coins, what it is, I'm sure most of you know this, it's basically a token that doesn't have any real value. Like, there's nothing connected to it, right? The value is the community. The value is just basically a bunch of people liking a meme, throwing money into a pot, and you try to keep the belief up, and you get people excited, and it's mainly driven off community, and they just keep pushing the price up, right? 99.9% of meme coins die because the minute that momentum stops, there's really nothing holding it up, right? There's no intrinsic connection to anything other than the community and the people that are pushing it. There's a few coins that have stood the test of time, like the Pepe's, Doge, but as they grow, there's always things that attach to them, and you get really big money coming in and stuff like that. So what's happened right now in Pump.Fun, the Pump.Fun era is what I like to call it. So this is in the past, I don't know, 2 years. There's been a thing called Pump.Fun, and there's been a bunch of these launch pads where basically anybody can launch a coin. Anybody. You don't have to have hardly any crypto knowledge. Within seconds and for a few dollars, you launch a token and you're launched on these launch pads where people can find it and they can buy into it. Now, a lot of those coins can do really well. They can go to insane heights. If you get lucky, or maybe you get it, basically get lucky, and then it starts catching steam. They can run up into the multi-millions to 100 million. And some have even gotten to in the billion range that were started on Pump.Fun and these sites, right? So what's happened over time is people figure out how to game the system, right? And that's exactly what's happened with all these coins. And when I say game the system, they call them devs, right? The people that are launching these coins. They're launching coins every single 2 seconds. If you go on these launch pads, literally every split second is a new coin launch. So now they have AI bots that just launch coins. They have platforms where you make a tweet and it launches a coin off of the tweet you made. You don't even have to do anything. So the value in tokens has really deteriorated because it's like anything, right? You flood the market with too much, things get spread out and the value just kind of deteriorates. And then also when you get so overloaded with this insane amount of tokens, just naturally, it's hard to get real excited about a coin unless it has a lot more going for it than just being launched, right? But what's happened right now in the Pump.Fun phase is the game has been gamed so hard that the ability to make money, especially in a bear market like this when there's just not a lot of new money flowing into the industry, what happens is people just start cannibalizing each other. So the only people that are trading these coins, these new fresh pairs, these new coins that are launching, it's really just people that are in the industry, that are addicted to it, that are crypto guys, and they're basically robbing each other back and forth. And the main problem is the way that they're being launched, right? So when you launch a token, the dev, so somebody gets to buy first, and that's always the dev. What they're doing is they're buying a bunch of the supply, and then they're buying in the same block a huge amount of supply, but you can't track it because they do it through different wallets. And then they sell their supply, the dev supply, so you think that the dev's out, or at least they want it to look that way. And then the reality is they have 30 to 30% of the supply through a bunch of different wallets, and they just sell into it as these coins go up. So even if it's a token that's got some momentum, they're just getting wrecked before they even hit like 100 or 200K. By the time it gets to a 200K market cap, the dev, the guy that launched the coin, has already extracted like 200 Solana out of the chart. And it's real hard to come back from that when you're just getting dumped on, right? There's just not enough people flooding in. The belief systems have gotten real shallow. So it's a hard game to win right now. And the only guys making money are the guys doing the scamming, or the guys doing that. So the people that are launching the coins, and maybe once in a while you get lucky and jump into something that goes up to 1 million, which is very rare right now on these new live pairs. And the problem is you have to know when to sell, because if you don't sell it at the right time, they're just going to dump the chart. And then even if you were up at one point, you end up being down, which happens to 90% of people. So it's almost like you have to be on the inside. You have to be kind of shady. You have to basically be lying to people, and it's just not a good look. And the reason I'm talking about this is not to say that meme coins are dead or trash or whatever, right? I think meme coins are always going to be around. You're always going to have people that love the way meme coins are put out. It's literally like social energy, and there's always going to be meme coins that run up. But I think this era of the way things are happening and the way you can launch tokens, and there's no way to like really regulate the devs that are like buying supply, right? So they can disguise it and hide it. People at some point, they lose all their money, right? You can only trick people so long, and then something has to shift. So I think the next thing you got to look out for is whatever the next iteration of something like a meme coin, because people love to gamble. I mean, that's never going to change, right? You're always going to have people that want to degen. Everybody likes putting money in the pot at a chance of winning way more, right? And that's not going anywhere. But I think this whole era of people launching tokens without anything behind it and just basically screwing everybody and robbing them, they've already exhausted all their resources, and people within the next 6 to 12 months, all the people that are falling for that are going to be out of money, right? And then you got to do something new. So I think there's going to be something very similar to how meme coins work, but it's going to have to be a new system to get people to start believing again. Because, you know, even me, I've been in the game for a long time. I'm a super degen. I'm not really jumping into anything unless I get some alpha and I know who's behind the coin, and you know, I know how much supply is being held, and I'm privy to that information. 99% of people aren't, right? So the average person that's just playing around, you're playing Russian roulette right now. And that's with Coinbros. I am always going to be on the hunt for what's the next new thing. I've been lucky enough to be early on NFTs. I was early on meme coins, and I made a lot of money at them. And one of the main goals on the degen side of things is I'm going to make sure I try to keep my eye out for the next big thing, because it's all timing. And if you get in early, man, you can make some crazy money. But right now, you know, I'm going to be honest with everybody. I think the way that things are going with these meme coins, it's not sustainable. It is not sustainable, and I think we're starting to see it. So much love, guys. That's my rant. And be safe out there. Be nice to each other. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.